Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on some Vera Bradley finds that I've gotten from Poshmark, Mercari, another online reselling website that sells like used clothing and bags, Facebook Marketplace, and I don't think I have any. Oh yeah, I had one thing from eBay. So I'm going to first get started with a purchase that I made off Mercari that was kind of like an impulse type of purchase. I really liked the overall look of the bag, but in the description it said rare, limited edition type of thing, and that's not really what drew me to it. But there was a couple of people who had already liked the post or the listing, and when I saw it, I'm like, I really love the color, I really love the style. But I didn't know much about the bag, and so I wanted to grab it before someone else did. And I did a little quick search and I couldn't find a whole lot on it. I wanted to see what it looked like on someone, to see the size of the bag comparable to someone's like body. And so when I purchased the bag, I then at some point afterwards, I found the bag on Poshmark as well, and someone had actually uploaded photos of the person, the seller, wearing it, and I had a hard time finding it at first because I didn't know the name of the bag and it was hard to find it online. So then I finally figured it out and I found proper photos, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what have I done? So this is the bag. I think this is called the Middleton. And it is a army dark green color with brown accents over it. What drew me to it is I love the color. I love the brown in it. I love the little buckle style. I love how this part looks. It reminds me of the 90s, and I love the color in general, especially for right now. However, when I saw the photos of the woman wearing it on Poshmark, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, that looks like she's wearing a platter or a board box, because look at how thin this bag is. It's just a long, thin bag, and I did not realize it was that long until later on. It goes down past my hip. It is a very long bag. I'm 5'7". So I was like, what have I done? And it's a thin bag because that's how it's supposed to be. It's not like it was supposed to be a bag that is supposed to look fluffed out. It's just meant to be that way. It does have a zipper closure at the top, and then the back is magnetic. And the pocket back here does not go all the way down. So the inside of the bag is pretty. I think the inside pattern is beautiful. It's just pinks and greens and like a cream color. But as far as the overall, I think, style of the bag, or if it was smaller, maybe cut off the top there, it would be okay. When it looked stuffed, which was another thing, was there wasn't any photos of the bag being filled, and the angles that the poster on Mercari, or the seller on Mercari, used was of just very vague angles. It was not a well done post, and that's my fault for taking the chance. But I'm going to just throw a couple things in here real quick and show you what it looks like with stuff in it. It does not look bad when it has stuff in it. It does look kind of cute, but again, it's just very long. I don't like the length of it. So maybe that's the thing, is the length. When it has stuff in it, it's kind of cute. It doesn't have that stick looking, board looking look to it. But when there's not enough in it, if you don't put enough in it, then it just looks funny. It literally looks like you're wearing a board. So that's this bag. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I'm going to resell it. I don't know if I'm going to just try it out and see what, you know, if my opinion changes later on. But I think, too, it does not have the Vera Bradley look to it. I do want some solid color Vera Bradleys, but I don't know if this was the smart way to go about it. I think I should have done like a performance twill solid color. I don't think that this color and this style was right for me. And I think it might have worked again if this was shorter, or if even the handles were a little bit shorter. I mean, I don't like my arm resting on a bag, but I just think that if there was some changes made, it would be good. But here we are. There is a flap here in the front. This is really good for cell phone. I think that would be like a positive about the bag. And then there's a cute zipper here. This does not go down very far at all. And there's this pocket here. I suppose you could put like a chapstick in there, or even a pack of gum. Or if you're running into the store real quick, you can just throw your keys in there real quick. And then inside, it is very long, obviously. It's a very large bag. And I think if I loved large bags, it would be a little different. But I am not a large bag person. I do own larger bags. But I think it's just the overall style of the bag that I'm not thrilled on. So this is a pretty big bag. There's a ton of room in there. It looks like a dark hole. And then you have a zipper compartment here, and this does not go very far down either. And then there's two pockets on the other side. And these are very small pockets. You would think that they would go farther down, but there's one here and there's one here. And they're like this, the second you stick your hand in, it's done. So that's kind of disappointing, but I do like the length of this back pocket and how it's magnetic. And I do think the overall front is cute. It's just not, it does not have like a signature Vera Bradley look. And that is another reason why I'm not sold. So I don't know what I'm going to do about this. My daughter was the one who convinced me, like, oh, just go for it, just go for it. And then after I showed her the pictures that I found later on, she was like, ooh, well, just try it. And I'm like, don't have a choice now. I purchased it. Can't cancel it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm actually going to try wearing this, or if I'm just going to go ahead and resell it. I have not made up my mind yet. So I figured I would get that out of the way. And then next, this has to be one of like my favorite finds of this haul is I found this on another website, and I thought this was like the best deal. So this right here is the Garden Dream Satchel, and it is not a huge bag. This is not a newer print by any means, but it is so cute. It kind of reminds me of the size of the Vera Bradley VBU chambray tote, but I think this is even smaller than that. I think this has more of a barrel look to it, and has more of a slouchy look, whereas this doesn't have a slouchy look. This is a little bit more stiff, and this is I believe this is the performance twill type of material, I believe. So I got this off of another website that sells used clothing and bags, and they listed it for $20. I could not tell the overall condition on the website. It was kind of iffy, and so I did call the location that this was at and asked them to please check the condition before I purchased online. And they were like, oh, it's overall in really good condition. It looks, I don't see any signs of wear. I don't see any use on it. The straps are still there. And then not even like a couple seconds later, the sales associate was like, oh, there's still tags attached on the inside. We didn't realize that when we posted it. So there is still tags attached. This bag is originally $100, and I got it for $20 and then whatever shipping. So I was so excited when I saw this because I'm obsessed with the Garden Dream pattern. I just feel like it's a very elegant, warm feeling pattern, and the colors on it are just beautiful. You have I guess the base color of this would be black, and then it has the dark navy blue, and then you just have your mauve and purple type of florals, you have your creams, you have little bits of yellow, and it's just a calming Vera Bradley pattern that they did, and I love how this could definitely be used year round. These colors are definitely colors that I typically wear, or I have outfits that would look really good with this. I know some people don't care, like matching their bags to their outfits, and usually I'm not like that, but I find that some bags you really have to be, I don't know, a little more aware of what you're pairing it with so you don't look absolutely ridiculous, but that's just for me. I'm a little bit more picky. And then the inside of this, let me get rid of the receipts. The inside of this is just a deep red color, and nothing fancy on the inside at all pattern-wise, which is fine. I just really appreciate the overall bag itself. It's very plush and has great padding in there, so I'm definitely excited for that. You could probably even fit like a small tablet in here or like a Kindle book. So while it is a bit on the smaller side, a lot can fit in here. And it does have some decent organization, just like the VBU satchel. It has the pocket right here, a very decent sized pocket. It goes pretty far in there. I wish I could somehow capture the color of inside the bag, but again, my lighting is kind of meh. Yeah, it goes down pretty, if not all the way down to the bottom of the base of the bag. And then you have the two pockets here, which are a great size, and those go all the way down to the bottom as well, both of them. So just a really good size satchel, small enough but not huge, not oversized, which again, I'm not a huge on oversized unless I need a tote to put a lot of things in if I'm traveling. But I also don't like super tiny bags either, unless it just depends upon the occasion. And then you have the back pocket here. This goes pretty far down. I don't want to say it goes down to the base, but far down enough to where you can put your cell phone in. I have the iPhone 11, I believe, and it almost covers it completely. Like, you almost can't see it. There are not any pockets on the side, though, or on the back, but that's okay. I just think it's a really nice size. And then you can connect the crossbody straps. You can wear it as a satchel on your arm. Definitely cannot fit that over the shoulder. Or you can wear this as a crossbody, but then this could be shortened to, I guess, shoulder length. This just reminds me a lot of a more, just a different version of the VBU satchel, but this obviously has more of a barrel look to it, and yeah, you could definitely use it as a shoulder bag. It's just not a bag that would sit up higher for your arm to rest on. This has a longer drop, I guess, but I do not like, again, for the millionth time, I don't like my arm resting on a purse. It just bothers me. So I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. Again, I'm obsessed with the Garden Dream print. I think this has to be my next favorite aside from the VBU satchel. And both of the, I don't want to say styles, but the overall satchel look is similar. This just does not have the slouch. It doesn't have the pointier sides. It's more of a barrel shaped, but similar concept in structure to a degree. So I thought this was great. $20 for that, you can't beat it. Next, I got this off of Facebook Marketplace. This was actually something that someone had posted, and I immediately looked at it. I think I just jumped on like at the perfect time. and she had listed it for $35. And on Facebook Marketplace, the listings go as like used, like new, used good, that type of thing. Whereas like Mercari is like new, meaning new without tags or 0 signs of use. So it's kind of a little bit different than like the Mercari and Poshmark app. But I saw this and I already have the tote and I already have the the satchel. And so I needed the wallet to kind of complete that, like the bag part of it. And so when I saw this, I was like, $35, that's awesome. The photos, however, I could not tell the condition of this on the photos. The photos were kind of like blurry, and it did not have, it's just said the used good condition. I think it was used good. I don't think it even said used like new. I think it was used good condition, and I could not tell by the pictures what was wrong with it. I did not want to message the lady asking her for more pictures. I just was not in the mood to do that. But I was also not wanting to take the risk and pay $35 for it if it was not in really, really good condition. So I'm like, maybe I'll make an offer, because you can select on Facebook Marketplace whether you will accept offers or not, and she did. So I thought I would start at $15, thinking that she would work her way up to like maybe $30 or even $28. But I submitted for $15 and she immediately accepted it. And I was like, what? To me, that was worth taking the risk of it not being in good condition or even like new condition, because it was 15 bucks. And worst comes to worst, you know, I tried to get whatever out. So I was away when I got this in the mail. My husband opened it. He loves, for some reason, to open up my packages, especially the Vera Bradley ones, and then send me photos of them. So I was at my mom's house, and he took a picture, and he sent me a photo of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, is that in, like, can you tell me the condition? Like, does it look good? And he was like, yeah, it literally looks like it's never been used. And he's right. Like, there is no wear anywhere on here. The strap does not have like any fraying. There's literally nothing wrong with this. So when I found this chambray VBU crossbody wallet, oh my gosh, I just was thrilled at the deal. So you have the same as the Petite Garden and all the satchel ones, the pretty snails and the florals with the navy blue background. And then you have the back pocket here, then you have the wallet in here, and then usually I have this in the Petite Garden style because I used that in my VBU satchel when I was using that. I'm hoping I could get the Petite Garden tote and the crossbody, and then I would use this in there. But it's the same concept, but in that one I take off the strap and I just store the strap in the front because I am notorious for losing straps to bags. They're just all over the place. So I keep it in the front and it still has room to fit my phone. So I put the strap in here and my phone and it works perfectly fine. And then I carry it as a wristlet. So I have not used this one yet. I cannot wait to use this one. But I'm going to hold off on using it just for a little bit until I can find the other bags that I'm wanting in the VBU collection. So $15 Facebook Marketplace. You can find a lot of awesome stuff on there. And then next from Facebook Marketplace, I found this cute pouch or wristlet from, that's the Happy Snails pattern. When I purchased it, the woman listed it as used like new. That was who listed it as used like new. And so the photos, I think, were filtered, had like a filter on them, and it looked really bright. It didn't look like there was any flaws. And so she was asking $10 for it. And so I quickly grabbed it. I don't have anything else in this pattern, but I'm really hoping to grab the small backpack and another style tote in this pattern. I don't want too much, but I think this is a really pretty fall pattern with the colors. I want to say the background in this, because it is so used, I don't know if that's a navy blue or a black, but the calm, warm floral colors in this, as well as the snails. It's just a very warm pattern, but because of the florals and the snail, I feel like it's a good spring and summer bag as well. Like, it just works. This reminds me of like the fall warm down version of the Petite Garden. So, however, the condition is not like new. It definitely has some pilling. It definitely looks used. It has some fading. I'm gonna try washing it and see if I can get some of the colors to brighten up. But for $10, I took the chance on it. I should have maybe asked for better photos if I wasn't sure. Especially, I should have known, because it was very apparent she used a filter, but I just didn't think anything of it. And the strap looks kind of worn, so I definitely want to get more in this style. I just need to be more careful with what I'm looking at. Next, I got this off of Mercari. This is the Rfid all-in-one crossbody, and this is in that really pretty velvet feeling material. And this I bought new with tags. So I purchased this for $20 off of Mercari, and it retails for $85. It still has like all of the plastic in there and the filling, and then it has the strap in the front still wrapped up. So I have this in the Carson that I got from the online outlet sale. And then I also got a mini backpack, and I believe it's the same color. It actually might be a darker color. I'm gonna have to look at it. I have not opened up all my ThredUp stuff yet. I'll do that in another haul. But this does match the Carson that I have, I believe. And so this is in Blackberry Wine. What I love about this, I hated velvet for the longest time, but when I started seeing these for Vera Bradley, I fell in love. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the perfect color. And then the pattern on the inside is so stinking cute. You have the squirrels, you have rabbits, you have the foxes, and the color that goes with, in the inside that goes with the outside, is just beautiful. You have the mauves and the little light pinks and purples. You have the white, and it's just a very innocent looking pattern. I'm really pleased with how they did the velvet on the outside, the deep like wine color, and then they have the cute fun print on the inside. So that was awesome. I'm gonna have to check now if my backpack's in the same color. And then you have the pocket in the front, which I feel like holds plenty. Definitely can fit my phone in there as well. And then you have a ton of card space, like holy card space. You put your ID on this side. You have pockets that go on the side here. And then you have the cash pocket up here with more adorable creatures. And then you also have this side with more pockets. I feel like these are great for receipts. I'm all about the receipts, right? And then more card holders here. And then in the back, you have more card space, because apparently people just have a lot of cards. And you have the money part right here for cash or whatever. And then another one on the other side, and then you have more card space and more space in here. And then you have the coin pouch. So this just has a ton of room. I actually go to a wedding in December, and it's obviously around Christmas time. I feel like this color is really beautiful for around the holidays and the Christmas time, and also for fall. So for the wedding, I don't know what kind of dress I'm going to get yet. It's very formal, but I am going to probably bring this and use this as my bag, because you can use it as a crossbody, you can use it as a clutch, you can use it as a wristlet, and I just think this would be really pretty to use as at a wedding, just because you can use it, you can dress it down, you can dress it up, and it's just the perfect size to put a couple maybe lip glosses, chapstick, mascara, eyeliner in the back here, and then obviously the cards here, and then the phone right here. So I definitely am excited I grabbed this, especially for that price. To me, it was worth it because I'll definitely get a lot of use out of it. And then I got, let me try to find this. Off of Mercari, the sweetest woman on there, she listed this for, I believe, $15, and I immediately grabbed it because, of course, I'm collecting the VBU stuff. I probably won't be collecting the duffel bags, at least not anytime soon, but I really wanted to find the zip IDs and the lanyard. I have not seen very many of them, so she posted this one and I grabbed it, and someone found me the Petite Garden version yesterday, and so I grabbed that, and that had just popped up, and she was like, hey, I found this for you, so super sweet. But the woman I purchased this from, I've also purchased something else from, and I'll do that in another haul, but this was an amazing, amazing deal, and the woman's just absolutely wonderful. So I'm really excited I got this. So that kind of adds to my VBU collection. And then I got the North-South tote in Holland Garden. I'm obsessed with this print. It's definitely not my favorite. I think the BBU and the Garden Dream are probably make the top 2 in my list of 5 of patterns, but this pattern is so beautiful with the black background, and then you have just very subtle hints of blues and pinks and yellow. There's more blue and pink in here than there is the yellow, but I feel like with the black background, and then having the white and gray florals throughout it, with just the hints of color, it just makes those colors stand out without being overwhelming. It's just a very classy, calm color. And I actually have a shirt that looks just like this pattern-wise, but the shirt is like a cream color and a creamish gray color, and the florals are black. So it's kind of like reverse pattern. I don't think there's the light blues and pinks and yellows in the actual shirt or the top, but I think it would be kind of fun to pattern mix the shirt in the bag. So I had to grab this. I got this for $25. She listed it for 30 something, and I offered 20 something, and she accepted it. So I believe it was $25. And so you just have, it's a very decent sized tote. I don't like big bags, but I think this will be great for running errands and just going out somewhere that I could just shove everything in there. But the inside is a different pattern, and I think the dainty floral on the outside and the more fun, young looking florals on the inside is a really good combination. The background is definitely gray, and then you have the black flowers, you have some blues and some pinks, and then just every now and then you see little bits of white. So there's not a whole lot, and there's no yellow on these florals, so definitely a different pattern, but the colors complement each other well. And then you have the big space on the inside. You have the pocket here that goes pretty far down. And then you have the 2 spots, pockets here that go pretty deeply down. So this is a great size bag. It's not overwhelming. And then in the front here, I forgot to mention that this opens up. So a great place to slip your phone into and a couple of other things. But it's just a very roomy bag without being overwhelming. And I feel like this will go with a lot of like everyday things. The pattern isn't wild or crazy. It's just very, it's bright without being over bright. It's not some of the really bright colors that Vera Bradley has, which I love those just as equal. But sometimes it's nice just to have a decent sized tote that's not gigantor, that also is just a more peaceful, calmer pattern. So this is a great, great bag. And then I believe this is the last one I got. I got this off of eBay. I did buy a second one of these. I already purchased my original one off of a sweet woman that I met on Mercari. And that is my main one. I purchased that one new with tags and packaging, had never been used. This one I found on eBay. She had posted it, and I check eBay frequently because there's a lot of people on there that do not know the names of the bags, and so sometimes you can find some really good deals on some really sought after patterns and styles. And so when I saw it pop up, I looked at the listing to check to see what the condition of the bag. She listed it as good condition, and I could not find online on like her photos a single thing that was wrong with it. She listed it for $45, but she had the option to make an offer. And so I had told myself when I purchased my first one new that I wanted a backup one just in case something ever happened to the satchel, because Vera does not sell that anymore. And so many people love the print now and love the style that things move very quickly and they sell very quickly. So when I saw it, I was not expecting to purchase the second one so soon. I had just gotten that one in, and it maybe was like a week or maybe two after I purchased it that I found this one, and I was like, I'm gonna see if she'll take like a lower amount for it, just because she listed it as good condition. I don't really see what's wrong with it, but if I'm gonna have a second bag, I don't want to pay like something crazy for it. So I offered her $35 and she accepted it immediately. And when I got it in the mail, I was shocked that she even accepted $35 to begin with, but especially for the condition it is in, there is not anything wrong with it. There is no signs of wear. There's no pilling. There's no loose strings. There is not, it's still completely flat like how it would be if you were to receive it new in the package. The only thing that would indicate it's been used is there's no tag, and the strap does not have the wrapping, but there's not even any wear on, there's no fraying at all on the strap. So I picked up the second one. I even like did a deep inspection of the inside to see if there were any like pen marks, but the woman never, I don't think she ever used the bag, and if she did, it was for like 2 seconds. Maybe just stared at it, but it's not, definitely not a used, well-loved bag. So this is going to be great to have as a backup, because God forbid anything happened to my first. I wanted to make sure that I had a backup. I am purchasing another one from the same woman I bought my first one from, and she is, I'm going to give that to my daughter. My eldest daughter loves the bag, and I offered to give her this one if she wanted so she can use it now as opposed to waiting for the other one to come in, and she was like, no, I want the new one. I want it from her. So the woman's just a wonderful woman, and my daughter just really wanted the new one. So I will take the second one. Again, it has that really nice plush material. These bags are just incredible. So soft, so roomy. There's not a ton of compartments, but that's okay because of how spacious it is. But the slouchiness in the bag when it's filled is awesome. I forgot to mention too that even with the matching wallet, Crossbody Wallet, it still has the same plushness as the bag. So is it as plush as the bag? No, but it's pretty stinking close. I don't think it was meant to be super plush to begin with because it's a wallet and you want it to have that hard to protect the stuff inside of your wallet, especially if you slip your phone in here. But this still has that squishy plush feel to it on the front, and then as well as with the bag. It's an incredible bag, and I'm really glad that I decided to purchase a second one to have as a backup in case anything were to happen to it. The first one anyway. So that is it for this haul. I really appreciate you all watching. This one's a bit longer, but that first bag I wanted to kind of explain the humor in that purchase. But the next video that you'll see, I'm super excited to post. I'm super excited to show you. I'll be posting my Forbidden Forest Harry Potter haul tomorrow. It is a I bought quite a few pieces. Some were gifted, some were not. Some were from me purchasing them. And Harry Potter is very, like, my family loves Harry Potter. At least my children and my husband. We have a table in the hallway, like a longer table that goes along our hallway, and it's a Harry Potter table. Throughout the year, right now it's decorated for fall, but it's a Harry Potter table. Our family has passes, so we absolutely love Harry Potter. I am super excited to do that video and get that up for you guys. So that will be the next video you see from me. And until tomorrow, thanks for watching. Bye.